Fox, King, or Icon, who you got? Well, for us, it's about different strokes for different folks, and we don't think there's a best suspension system out there, but there is probably a best option for you, so let's talk about it. All three brands have a wide array of bolt-on high-performance shock options for a number of applications, so to keep things easy, we won't be getting specific on application, and we'll be just talking about their 2.5-inch body, coilovers, and smooth body shocks. Starting off at Icon, they're definitely the OG Prelander shock. They handle weight the best, but also party just as hard as the other guys. So if you have a more overland build, or you still need to tow or haul but still like to party out on the trail or go fast, they are a great option. They also push to get more travel out of their coilovers and shocks than most other brands, largely because they're optimizing around their control arms, their springs, and everything else, which really helps. These are the stiffest of the bunch, and you're really going to feel a lot more of those smaller bumps at lower speeds, but they get better the faster you go, so they are a solid option. Now, their CDCV adjusters probably have the widest range of adjustment in this list, which is super solid, but they just released their CDXS dual speed compression adjusters, which we think are going to be a game changer and help improve comfort while still maintaining that big helping of control that we've come to know from Icon. Now, Kings are similar to the Icons in that they get better the faster you go, but for opposite reasons. They are by far and away the most plush option on this list, offering far superior small bump compliance at lower speeds, and they can still really absolutely rip if you really push them hard enough. And that's the real secret, though, is pushing them hard enough. There's lots of times where you think you might be on the limit through a section at one speed, but you can actually skim over the top and go a lot faster if you really send it, and sometimes double the speed, so they're not that intuitive to find the limit on, but they certainly are more plush. Now, they have a mostly mid-speed compression adjuster like the Icon CDCVs, but the first couple clicks only do low-speed compression, with the rest being mid-speed compression, basically doing equal adjustment to high speed and low speed at the same time, which does sometimes mean you need to make some sacrifices in setup, but does make them easier to dial in than something with dual-speed compression adjusters. Fox 2.5s definitely occupy that space between the Kings and the Icons. They're much more communicative and a little firmer riding than a King, but not quite as firm and a little bit more comfortable than an Icon, at least at lower speeds. Their dual speed compression adjusters really allow you to handling an initial feel independent of big bump stiffness. So if you are very particular about handling balance and overall feel of your vehicle, you may end up being able to get a more comfortable ride out of these than the Kings, despite them being tuned firmer. We also think that little bit of extra feedback letting you know what the vehicle is doing underneath you will help less experienced drivers find the limit a little bit easier. So although we really end up liking the Foxes, we can totally see how most people would want that super plush feel of the King, or those of you guys who have heavier rigs or do a lot of overlanding might want those Icons, and brother, I could live with that extra travel too.